Good Sunday afternoon. Okay, I'm going to share another quick story of the time I did get work. I remember I was at a, a gas station in I don't know. I think it was Austin. I I went to I slept in the back of a gas station, and I wasn't there was a homeless couple there. They seen me, and then they found they found a spot not far from me because I don't know. They seen when I got there, all the ruffians left, all the ruffian homeless people left, and it was a couple, and they sat there and they slept not far from me. But I sat there. I told them, yeah, I'd protect them. I sat there, and I remember waking up in the morning, and with this another homeless man. I think it was a homeless man, or just a good Samaritan, woke me up, said, if asked me if I wanted some food. I said, yeah. Well, he said the church behind me was giving away free food that day. Right place, right time. So I looked up, and I didn't see it because when I slept, it was dark. When I woke up, I could see it was a Catholic church, St. Francis of Assisi's, the name of it. I don't remember I think it was San Antonio. It could have been Austin, could have been San Antonio. I don't remember. There's a lot of strolling the streets, not on purpose, but wanted to stay alive. So I went there, and they gave me some things, and they gave me some frozen brisket burgers, half-pound burgers. They were there were 6 half-pound burgers, and I gladly accepted it because I was gonna go find a grill and I was gonna cook the meat. Well, I didn't know that there was a burn ban in the state of Texas, and I couldn't find any grills at the parks. They removed all the grills at the parks, so they wouldn't burn Texas down. So I end up it unthawed, and I made it. And put the 6 burgers. I made a brisket meatloaf. I just happened to have some whole garlic. I had onion, and I had green pepper, and I had sweet brown mustard or some sort of mustard. So I made a meatloaf, and I needed to keep it cold. So I went to a gas station in San Antonio. I think, no, it was Austin. I went to a gas station in Austin, and I talked with the owner of the gas station, and I asked the man if I could do some, landscaping for a very large cup of ice to keep my food cold. That's all I wanted was ice. I didn't want anything else. And he said, yeah. At first, I had been there before. I had purchased coffee. I got water, but it was one of the gas stations. Just a few times the owners seen me outside. I would just pick up papers, so that way they wouldn't fly in the streets and go on people's grills, so people's, radiator hoses wouldn't burst. Type of things I did. In a little bit, Mom.
Yeah. No.
I'm busy. But anyway, I did that, and the guys, he seen me do that a few other times when I was going to other businesses, helping them out, and he allowed me to do some work. With my work ethic, I don't leave things unfinished. I did the entire gas station. They had a lot of bushes, beautiful flowers that just needed watering. So what I did is I found some water, and just little bit, and then they needed water. It was dry, and I did I did like a $250 landscaping job. And the guy looked at me. I went in there to get a cup of water. The guy looked at me. He's like, he hands me a piece of pizza. You hungry? I said, yeah. And I told him, all I need is the ice. And he said, you smoke? I said, oh yeah, but I don't. He hands me a pack of cigarettes, hands me a lighter, and he said, you get all the drink you want. I was like, well, I don't need all I just need ice. Well, he hands me a cup, a very large cup. He said, you could get soda, from another country. I think it was Indian, but I wouldn't fill up my cup. I only get it like a quarter or halfway. I wasn't trying to drink profits. That way they could still continue to make money. It's just good business not to drink I don't, when someone gives me something, I don't, abuse their, their kindness, so I only took a little bit so that way they can still make money. And they seen it. And then he said, you take anything you want. I said, well, there's some other homeless people. And he allowed a few of them to get things, but he pulled me aside. He's like, you're doing the work. They get, and I said, it's okay, they're homeless. He said, yeah, but they don't do nothing but beg. He said, you work. And so he cut those out. They let them get a few things, I think he gave one of them a pack of cigarettes. They all shared, which is fine. I had already done the work. And then he's like, you still want work? I said, yeah. So he hands me a thing, and I polished all the gas station pumps. And while it allowed me to, I was bored, so I started singing, and I was practicing the national anthem. And there's a lot of people that, sat there and just, they were done pumping their gas. They would sit there and sing with me or listen to me and just put smiles on people's faces. They said, they didn't know I was homeless. They didn't, they just figured I was an employee. But, I did that. This is my work ethic. I cleaned the entire parking lot, whatever, just for a couple bites. So I hold on a second, Dad. I'm busy. 1 second. So I cleaned. I finished cleaning, and then he told me to go back if I wanted more work. And my brother I ended up making it to the college, and then that's another story. But yeah, that was my work ethic. Just for a cup of ice. I don't know. And I ended up having to throw the brisket away because it was like 105 degrees, and I forgot about it because I was working. So I threw it away. I don't like wasting food, but at the end of the night, I was sitting there because I was exhausted. It was hot. I was working in the heat, and a lady from a catering company pulls up and was talking to me and another man that was there, and she asked if we were hungry. She asked if we would accept food. She handed us 4 or 5 different full aluminum foil things of food, breakfast tacos. She's like, can you share with other people? I said, oh yeah. So I every time there was a lot of homeless people around there. We fed the homeless. I would have liked the brisket. I got to feed all the people. Jesus did some things like that, but I couldn't turn water to wine. So I wish I could, but wine sounds good. Peace.